What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, I just bought a bottle of this. This is Thompson's water seal, and it's for fabric. And I picked this up because I just bought some chairs like this. I did a review on them. I really like them, but they come with these cushions, and I had the cushions under some sprinkling rain, and they are definitely not waterproof. I'm sure they're kind of weather resistant, but they just totally got soaked, even in the light rain, and I brought them inside and it took them forever to dry. So I wanted to do this, kind of prevent water damage, really kind of prevent any mildew or musty smell, and there's a lot of times when there's going to be a little light precipitation, and I don't expect this to make them, completely waterproof or anything, but it would just be nice to kind of repel, the bulk of the water. So I wanted to test it out and actually show you what this does so that you can kind of decide, to what extent this works. So I actually took a t-shirt here and I cut it into two halves. I just cut it right down the middle, not a front or back. This one is one side, and I'm just gonna lay it down here, as you can see. And I have the opposite side right here. And so we're gonna use this one as the control and that one is the test. And I'm gonna spray this one using this Thompson's water seal here, and then we'll kind of let it dry and see how it works. We'll try getting some stuff both wet and try it out. So I think this should accept this thing. I'm just going to, just says for instructions, hold the can in upright position, 6 to 8 inches, spray liberally, evenly over the entire surface. Do not saturate. Avoid heavy saturation. 2 coats are recommended. Allow drying time of 4 hours between the coats. And it kind of does talk about it as being waterproof, but like I said, that's not really the main point here. But waterproof would be great, but I'm really hoping for just better water resistance than it is. Now, I do have a piece of cardboard here because I figured it probably wouldn't make the floor waterproof if I get it on there. I'm just going to kind of, you can see where it's going on, which is kind of the nice thing. And I can even see where I'm missing it just a little bit in between my passes. So I'm going to give it another initial coat here, and I'm going to give it one more. And because I don't really care about this one as much, I'm actually not going to do another coat. I'm just going to let this dry the way it is, and then we'll just test it. Now, you saw I did about 3 passes pretty lightly, pretty quickly over it, and, I'm not feeling any kind of measurable loss in the spray yet, so I think this should do a pretty good surface area. But I'm going to let this dry for a few hours, then we'll kind of do some water tests with this versus the other t-shirt and see how it goes. Alright guys, out here. Now, this is the half of the t-shirt that I sprayed with the Thompson's water seal, and this is just the regular t-shirt. I put them on cardboard here thinking that, I'm going to give them a little spray with the hose, and, that's kind of how we'll see. We'll take a look at the back of the t-shirts, only obviously sprayed the one side, but then see what soaks through the cardboard, and just because the cardboard darkens up, it'd be easier to see. So I'm going to make sure that, yep, got it on mist here. Let's go ahead and spray both of these. And I'm not going to try to soak them, but what I'm going to try to do is liberally get water on both sides here and see what they end up looking like. Okay, so I think that's probably good enough just for test purposes. As you can see, obviously most of the water's in the center there, and you can see here that there's still some dry spots around the edge. So if we quick take a look at this t-shirt, it's pretty dry still underneath, but as you can see, as you might be able to see, definitely water coming through. You can see the dark spots there. If we take a look at this one, flip it over here, pretty dry underneath there too, and you can see some water spots there. Obviously this side is not as wet as that side, so it's definitely working a little bit. I can't really tell. I mean, you might be able to see here, but it does look like the water beads just ever so slightly on this. So now I didn't really soak it, and you could certainly do a couple of passes. I guess what I'm kind of surprised is that there isn't maybe more beading, that it's not really, it's just kind of creating a little bit of a hydrophobic type of surface, but it's certainly not like, I guess I'm kind of chalking it up to like a Scotch Guard, something like that. So we'll help, and hopefully that helps you decide either how much you need to apply, which might be a lot to get really a good waterproof like surface, or whether it's even going to work for your application. There it is, Thompson's water seal test. Peter Von Panda out.